Hello and welcome to this little video. Today I'm going to show you how you can create a fun little Christmas card right from your iPhone using your own photos for free. Now, I do have to admit this is the second time around that I'm making this video, only because the first time I made it, I was almost done doing everything I wanted to in the video, and I finished, went to bed, woke up in the morning, and the app that I'm using has changed. So I've only been in the app for a little bit, a new version just for a day or so. So there's a few things I might have to look around for. But it brings up a good point that if you're using a program and or an app, that things can change all the time with any updates, whether you know the update is coming or not. Usually, the update doesn't bring on too many new things you need to learn. It just most of the time that I've come across anyway, maybe buttons that you're used to in certain places have sort of shifted around and they've sort of just upgraded a few features. So not a big deal. Usually everything's still quite similar. It just might look a little bit different, but not a big deal. So normally every year I create my own Christmas card. I do it digitally in a program that I have that I use for my digital photo books, my own personal digital photo books, and some for my clients. And I have templates that I've created, quite a few of them because I've been doing it for quite a few years. And then I'll go back and just, take a template that maybe I created 5 years ago, swap out a few things, and boom, I'm done. But this year, okay, so that program that I use is specifically just on my PC, my computer. It is not on my iPhone. This year I found that I feel like it was March, and then all of a sudden it is December, and I'm like, oh man, I got to get my Christmas card done. So I'm going to show you how I'm going to do that. All right, so sometimes it's easier for me to do things right from my phone when I'm out and about, I'm at hockey practice, or I'm on my lunch break, or whatnot, instead of dragging out my PC and doing a card that way. So this is a app or a program that I use to do a lot of my graphics for the business. And I've done quite a few photo projects in here as well. So I just thought I would show you. So this is what Canva looks like on the inside of it. So it's just an app on your phone, or you can sign into canva.com on your computer. Either way, or you can sign into canva.com on your phone as well. Either way, you can use it exactly the same. If you're using the desktop version, it will look obviously a little bit different than this app, but I'm still just going to show you what you can do. So what was I going to say about this app? I can't remember. Anyway, let's get started. So let's see, so the top of the screen there, you're going to see a search function. So this is the home screen, and there's lots of different sizes of things that you can create. If you see here, it says Instagram post, animated social media, logo, Instagram stories. If you're not into that, not a big deal. You can actually just make a bunch of different things. It doesn't have to be anything for business. You can make so many things. So if you're not sure what sizes or what you should be making, you can literally put Christmas card in, and designs will come up. So you can create your own blank design. So if you hit blank, you are, oh, templates. No, I said blank. Right there. So it's a little bit different. And then you can create your own design from a lot of the different design features that are right inside of Canva. And I'll do just a quick little tutorial. Again, the things have changed around, so I might have to look around for a little bit. But at the bottom right-hand corner there, you're going to see a plus sign. You're just going to hit that, and it's going to give you a bunch of different options. So you can do the template, so we'll take you back to a bunch of pre-made templates if you'd like. Uploads, meaning you can upload different things like photos and stuff. Photos, that's where you're going to add a photo. Elements would be little pictures and sayings and things. Text, obviously, if you're going to add some text. Style, I don't really go into style. I'm going to hit it. Yeah, it's just if you liked this one specific style with a color, you can hit that, and then everything that you sort of put on that card will have that text and the colors, but I'm just going to show you how to do things on its own. Stickers is sort of the similar to elements, and backgrounds, you can change the backgrounds and so on. Oh, I do not remember what I was going to say. So Canva is free, whether you have the app or you have the desktop version, but you do have to create an account. And then there's a ton of things you can do for free in Canva, but they also do have a pro version. So if you see at the bottom here, you see this little what is that little crown? That is a little symbol that will show you if there's an element or a picture, and I'll show you in a little bit, that has this little crown next to it. It just means there's either an added charge to it or it is available in the Pro or the upgraded version of Canva. Now, you don't have to have the upgraded. There are so many options in the free version that you have no need really to upgrade. You'd be able to find if something you wanted was the pro version, I know that you could find a free alternative. There's so much stuff in here. So I'm going to show you for right now. I'm going to add, let's say, a text. So there's a lot of different things here. You can add a heading, add a subheading, and add this little bit of text at the bottom, or you can scroll down, and if you see something that you like, you can place that on your card as well. Just know that you can change whatever it is that's written. You don't have to put Happy Birthday, Michelle. But if you like that writing, which I'm going to pick, you can add it to your card there and you can change what it says. All you're doing is picking the font combination that they have put together. And if you notice, both of the writing, the Merry and the Christmas, are stuck together. You don't have to do that. The boxes are showing that it's stuck together. You can go to the top, play around. There are ways that these are grouped right now. I'm trying to look to see where the new version of this is. Down at the bottom, edit. No. Where are we here? Oh, I'm sure I'll find it eventually. Oh, right here. Okay, so on the old version, it was at the top. Now it's at the bottom. So these two elements, or the two text boxes, are grouped together, which means the program has stuck them together. So I can move them around, and they're together, like that kind of thing, or this kind of thing. Or the Christmas didn't go, but it will. It's just a little glitch in the program on the app. But if I wanted to take Merry and Christmas and move them apart, you're going to go down here and ungroup them. Tap the background, retap, and see now you've changed the elements here. And ungroup them, and now they're here. Maybe I just want to make this one bigger, but anyway, you can play around with that. So then let's say I want to put a picture along the back, and so I'm going to put a photo. These are all photos that are within Canva. So you can pick anything, and I'm going to show you. I'm going to see if I can find one that's not free. All of these, almost all of these are free. But see, if you notice, if you click on or I have my finger on this red little girl, like looking at the snow with the presents here, then the little symbol comes up that says Pro. So you can use that, but you'd either have to pay for it or have the Pro Canva. But there's a ton of stuff that you'd be able to use in here that is free. That's Pro as well. So I'm going to just pick a photo just to show you. So let's say I have this one on here. This is a pro one, but just for right now. Okay, so then you see, I'm going to show you here. So Merry Christmas. I'm going to change the color of that because I feel like it doesn't stand out. So I touch the Merry and I hit edit. Oh no, I didn't hit edit. We'll just go down to the bottom here. See the A with the color on here. You can pick whatever color you want. So let's say I want to do red. So another thing with the text is if you tap on there, if you look down at the bottom, obviously you can edit. But here, this would be changing the text if you want to. You're going to notice that on the right-hand side of some of these, that little crown is there, so you can't go ahead and use those. You could if you wanted to pay for them. or upgrade, but there's a ton of ones in here that you would have for free. So I'm going to put it back to what it was. So I'm going to hit at the top left there, there's an arrow that goes back and forth. You can change that. Then you can also come down here and change the font size. Like I said, you could do that color. You can make it bold if you want, and a bunch of other stuff. You can move the aspect around. And effects, you can have shadows, you can change things. So you can really just play around with a bunch of stuff. Oh, that's kind of neat. Let's put that back the way I had it. Yeah, so you can do a lot of stuff. I'll show you the elements. So if you wanted to go in here, go into elements, you can hit like, oh, here, let me show you. There are a ton of things in elements. So these boxes here that says grids that have the cloud, just know that anything you see shape-wise, oops, I tapped that by mistake, sorry. Got too happy with my finger there. Anything you see that has that's a shape that has this specific pattern in it means you can add that element to the page and then put a picture within it. And I'll show you that in a second. Let's see, there's a ton of stuff in here. So this is almost the same as stickers, but I could put Christmas and see what comes up. And maybe I want to add this guy because he's cute. And I'll put him down here because I like him. Maybe he's too big, but this is just to show you guys. Now I'm going to show you that photo frame. Let's get rid of Christmas. Let me add this guy. So if you tap on that, back again. So I just had to go play for a second. So these elements here, anything like I said that has that, you can add your own photo to it. So specifically if you, I don't know, wanted to have a bunch of bubbles anywhere, you could put this here. Now previous, you just touch the element, hit the plus sign and add a photo. It's different now, so I had to go and play with that. So you still have to touch and select the element. Then I'm going to hit plus, then photos, and oh, sorry, rewind. Hit replace. Then you're going to find the photo. So if you wanted to have a stock photo like one of these, you could use one of these or one of your own photos. This is a bunch of photos that I already have uploaded here. So just for example, I can hit this. So then see that circle is Trinity's face. So again, I'm going to show you, I'm going to rewind. So we have this here. I'm going to tap the element, go down to the bottom, hit replace. And let's put this one in there. So then that circle becomes the picture. So that's just kind of a neat feature that you can do. But I want to get rid of that for now. So I'm going to make sure I've selected that element, go down and hit the delete image. Yes. And delete that again. Okay. So there you go. That would be how you create one from scratch. And there's so many neat features you can just go ahead and play. Okay. Now what I'm going to do specifically for my own Christmas card, I'm just going to go back to the home screen. So top left, home, and I'm going to start again. And I'm going to say Christmas card. And I want to pick from one of the templates here just to make it super, super easy. Now, which one do I like? Let's do this one. So I'm going to hit this. This is pre-made already. Just because it's pre-made doesn't mean you can't change things around, but I'm specifically just going to leave this here and I'm going to tap like in the middle. So that's exactly the same element we had before, and I'm going to hit replace. Now I'm going to upload more pictures to Canva because these are none of my Christmas pictures. So what I'm going to do is hit upload media, and I'm going to do photo library, which means I'm on my iPhone and it's going to take me to my photo library. And I specifically have an album already created that says Christmas cards. So these were pictures I was thinking about maybe putting in my Christmas card. Yes, there's some pictures of my kids' birthdays, but at the time when I first started to do this, I did not have a Christmas picture of them. So I have one now. So I'm going to click this one and hit add. And what that's going to do is going to upload right into your Canva account. So I'm going to tap this picture and voila, there are my kids in the middle. What I can do is resize it. If you double tap on it, you can see how you can move move the picture around. So I'm just going to do that. Go to the bottom right. I'm hitting done. And there you go. So maybe what I want to do Oh, maybe I'll make that. Oh, maybe I'll make that a tiny bit smaller. Christmas is here. And what I am going to do is I've tapped that element. I want to duplicate it. So top, nope, that's resizing it. Oh, bottom left is the little plus sign and the two little squares or rectangles in front of each other. That duplicates it. So now I've got the exact same thing there with the exact same writing and everything. The reason I'm doing that is I'm going to say love the greens. And I'm going to make that a little bit smaller, just like that. And maybe I'm going to duplicate that again because I'm going to put, now you can manually get like erase or double tap and try to collect. Okay, here we go. Let's try again. 2021. So then let's see. I'm going to put that. Where am I going to put that? Shouldn't be such a hard decision, let me tell you. And make sure it's straight. I don't know. I'll put it up here. So there you go. That would be the Christmas card. Now, what's a really neat thing you can do is go down to the bottom and hit animate. And there's a lot of neat things you can do down here. Yay. I like that one, pan, but that one's cute too, but I like pan. So I'm just going to leave that as is. I'm happy with that. What you can do is download it. And I'm going to show you. So you can do a ton of different stuff with this. What I like to do is just save as. MP3 is, it comes up as an MP4 right now because I've added an animation to it, so it's almost like a little video. So I'm going to do it a few different ways. So I'm going to download it this way. But if you don't have an animation to it and you just want to download it onto your phone so that you can text it to someone and share it with them, then you're going to want to hit either JPEG or PNG. Those are both the photo file, but I specifically am going to show you the animation one right now. So I'm going to download it. It does its magic. I am going to give you a little bit of heads up. Maybe this is changed with the upgrade. I hope it, or sorry, the changed with the update. I hope it has. But when you download something from your phone or the desktop, you have this beautiful creation you've done. When you download it, go into the downloaded version of it and really look at the picture. For whatever reason, when it downloads, some elements, texts, little things get shifted and you're like, oh, I didn't put that there. It just is a glitch within the system. It doesn't, I have the pro version and I've had the free version. It does it in both. So just be mindful of that. Go down and to go and check it out, because then you'll just have to go back into Canva, make a few adjustments. You'll go into Canva, your design will look perfect, but you know when you download it that something's off, so you should shift it in Canva, re-download it, and just sort of play around with it. So now I've saved this specifically for into my Photos app here. These are my Christmas cards. Here we go. So here it is here. Okay, so that can be sent by text to friends and family. It's just a fun little free way to do that. But I'm also going to show you, if you don't want that animation, then you're going to take the animation off. You can download it exactly what I just did, but it's, oh, that's a kind of neat little upgrade. Cute. Go to your photos and it should be here, and then you'll notice that it is there. So now what you can do is text it if you'd like, which is fun, or you can go on to something like staples.ca or a bunch of other online platforms and go into services, print market services, And there is specifically print photos. This wouldn't necessarily be a photo. You can print it as a photo. I have definitely printed this as a 4x6 photo, designs that I've created before and mailed them out that way, got my own envelopes and mailed them out. But another neat thing that you can do is go into cards and invitations. I want to create my own. So you can upload your own. See, upload your own design. So if you wanted to do that, different sizes, up and down, different orientations, just go for it. Yeah, I'm not gonna worry about signing in and showing you. So just know you can do some pretty cool things about that. But what I'm gonna show you here, if it ever stops reloading, let me do that again. So if you notice here, so this is a 4x7 single-sided. There would be double-sided too. So if you wanted to have a double-sided card, like a lot of people send out or get, you would just make two different designs in Canva, one being the front side you'd like it to see, and then the back side, whatever you wanted to put on there. You could put a whole story, you could write things, you could do whatever you want. But when you're creating things and then uploading them to a different site like Costco or Staples or anything like that, you're going to upload or create your design. It will give you a preview of the size of the card. Now, because you've created it in somewhere else, you might have to go back into Canva and reposition some things, meaning that if you have text at the bottom of the card, like the one that I had just created, it might be in the cutoff lines of the card template here, the blank card template in Staples. So then you'd have to go back to Canva and raise it up and make sure all the elements are within the little lines, that they can't guarantee that when they cut the card, they won't cut off the element. I have gotten pretty darn close to the lines before and even sometimes gone over, and I've been good, but they won't guarantee that an element or something sort of on those lines or beyond won't get cut off. And if that's the case, chances are you won't get your money back. If you're like, hey man, like I created this and it's not the way I want it, usually it's because of that. So just be mindful of that. Now I'm going to show you a really kind of a neat thing that you can do with this card. So obviously you can send it through Facebook or Twitter or wherever virtually you want to connect with somebody, you can send this card. So it's kind of a fun little thing. But if you're sending it through text, a kind of a neat thing that you can do is, so I'm in my text. Let's say I'm sending the one with the graphic. This is what it's going to look like when you send it. Obviously, it just looks like a regular send. But what you can do is that you can get something. It doesn't matter what it is. It can be a picture, it can be text, and I'll show you a bunch of different things, or it can be an emoji. What you're going to do is take the, instead of sending it, so the arrow, the blue arrow send button, hold that arrow down, and it gives you all these different options. So the one option I really like, I was about to say funnest, but I don't think that's a word. Go to the top to hit screen, and it's going to hit the show the, like, it's going to send it all the way up your screen. So if you hit send like this, when the person opens up the text, that's what it's going to look like. It's kind of weird because it's a movie, so that's probably not the best example. So let me grab this one. If you're just sending, don't do it with the movies then. I guess the movies is kind of funny, or it doesn't really work well. But let me try it again. So there you go. So if you're sending a text to somebody, they open it up, that's what they're going to get. You're going to be like, oh, that's kind of cute. So you can do that with anything. Merry chicken. No, definitely not. Merry Christmas. And oops, let's do that again. So if you're sending someone a Christmas morning, Merry Christmas, off it goes. And you can do that. There's a bunch of different options here. Just play with them. This was a kind of fun one too, if you want to send that. It'll make everything above their text when they open it up sort of see it go up like that. It's just kind of a neat thing to do. So you can absolutely do that and send it too. It's kind of cute. So there you go. That is one way that you can create a free card on your phone with your own photos and send them through text, Facebook, get them printed off, whatever you want to do. And it can be sort of addicting, but kind of fun at the same time. So if you're short on time and you're sitting at the hockey arena You can download Canva or sign or go into canva.com, create yourself a free account, get a template. You don't even have to create something from scratch, insert your own picture and done. Or you can just play around with it too. So if anybody does this, we would love to hear it. Or hey, if you do this, we would love to see any designs. And anybody in this group that is on my Christmas card list is going to be seeing this. This is the one I'm going to be sending out. So have a great day, guys, and we will see you next time.